Good evening. Today I want to talk to you about the goods and bads of inflation. There is no doubt that an inflationary spiral is going all around the world. Prices of everything is going up. When I talk about price of gas, petrol and diesel, people call me an anti-Indian because I talk about issues that affect the common man. When I talk about cooking oil, they say I am all the time talking against the government. So for a change, I thought I will talk about something which has really helped India and Indian companies. Today I was reading up somewhere, steel prices have gone through the roof. And they have gone through the roof not only because America is printing $120 billion a month, but also because China has decided that it will not produce enough material because the steel is becoming too costly because the energy intensity is very high and it is polluting their atmosphere. So China and Russia have decided to curtail the amount of steel they will produce. And because the amount of steel produced by these countries has stopped, the Indian steel makers are exporting a lot of their steel. Even though there is very little domestic demand as construction has slumped, these guys are very happy because they expect exports to go up by 30%. In fact, I met a steel trader who said he has made enough money, more money in the last 3 months than what he did in the last 30 years of his life. Such is the price of steel and such is the demand. And therefore, Indian steel companies which were cash strapped are now singing all the way to the bank. Let us take the example of Tata Steel, one of my favorite companies, which was drowning in debt and was thinking of selling assets both in Southeast Asia and Europe to pay down debt and somehow crawl out of trouble. But things started to get better somewhere in the middle of last year, and they made a bold bet to borrow more money and buy Bhushan Steel. I thought this was really risky. But then came Jan, Feb, March, the quarter that turned everything around for Tata Steel. Steel production went through the roof, sales went through the roof, and the company reported huge profits and brought down debt by 20,000 crores, 10,000 crores more than what they thought. Then what happened is nothing sort of miraculous. The same thing happened in the first quarter, and they could bring down their net profits was more than 11,000 crores in one quarter. Now it looks like as we wind down to the end of the second quarter, even though the second wave of the pandemic has affected all sectors, this guy, Tata Steel, has had a stupendous quarter and it would have exported more since it had better control over shipping lines and has more space and more capacity, has made more money. Other companies might have been affected by rising iron ore prices, but because it has captive iron ore, Tata Steel must be laughing all the way to the bank. And it will this year bring down debt further. A company where at one time the total market cap was less than that of the debt it owed has now catapulted and the price has gone 7 times up. While we watch Tata Steel with great amazement, same thing has happened to SAIL and SAIL's prices have also gone up 7 times. JSW Steel is also a big beneficiary of this big rally, and also his brother Naveen Jindal, who was down and out for the count and looked like that he will go broke, has also managed to survive by hanging at the edge of the slope. And because this price rise has helped him, he's managed to pay down debt. But unfortunately, we should also remember those who also took huge debt and who are also betting on this cycle but could not hang on. And if they had hung on for another 1 year, they would have also been laughing to the bank. I am talking of the following cases where the NCLT forced their company into auction and they lost out completely. SR Steel sold SR Oil hoping to keep the steel company. The steel company was also snatched from them. They tried every trick in the book to keep the Mittals out. But Lakshmi Mittal did every gymnastic jump that was asked of him and he managed to buy it in an auction. The moment he bought it in an auction, the tide turned and ArcelorMittal must be laughing at its way to the bank for buying a ready-made facility from SR. Tata's, like I said, bought Bhushan and made huge money out of it. Bhushan is kicking its back because his other venture was sold to JSW while they are facing CBI, ED and other charges and banks trying to recover more money from them. The guys who bought these assets have already started to repay the loan. Tata Steel is talking about repaying the loan taken much before it was due. It was thought that it would take 7 years to repay the debt within first year of operations. Is threatening to pay 5,000 crores into the money it borrowed to buy Bhushan Steel. And therefore, we have a situation where the banker is saying, no, we don't want the money. Tata Steel is saying, no, no, here, take the money. While this is happening, the singles who originally hold Bhushan Steel are being asked to cough up more money to pay for assumed losses of the bank. Such is the fate. Let's not be forget Monarch Ispat, another company which went through resolution and JSW swallowed it. If they had held on for a couple of years, they would have also had record profits. So, in all these steel assets, which looked very bad and which had to go through a resolution process, have turned around and they are making crores of profits. Most of these guys are deleveraged. Same thing is happening in aluminium. Aluminium is at record high prices. Hindalco must be laughing all the way to the bank. There was a time when Vedanta was tottering on debt and it looked like it may collapse. This huge price rise has made Vedanta very profitable, and Vedanta has declared a huge dividend in order to take out the money and start prepaying debt. These are the people Vedanta, Hindalco, Tatas have managed to hold on and survived. So was Jindal Steel and Power. But think of for a moment of those guys who had, if they had survived for a couple of years and waited for this great inflation to come upon us, they would have made their money and they would have also made more money than in their lifetime. While all this talk goes on, Indian exporters are struggling because shipping costs have gone through the roof and this is making life extremely difficult. There is no containers and there's a huge container shortage for goods to be produced and sent out of India. Too much of a thing, good thing, is also a bad. So inflation is going through the roof. Looks like Jerome Powell is going to sit tight for a year. You can expect Tata Steel and other steel companies to make record profits and further bring down debt and get out of jail. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written two books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.